Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding Uridium from the C64 Collection 2 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Originally released for the C64 in 1986, Uridium is a horizontally scrolling shoot-'em-up where you have to destroy enemy dreadnoughts. Designed by Andrew Braybrook, it is widely considered a C64 classic. It was ported to numerous systems including the Spectrum, the Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, BBC Micro, DOS, and the Nintendo Entertainment System, where it was released as The Last Starfighter. But it is the C64 original that we have on the Evercade, and that's the version I'm talking about. Although I did originally play it on the ZX Spectrum, I did later play it on the C64. And it's a game that I always wanted to like, but I struggled with when I was little. I didn't quite get what I was doing, and I enjoyed the fast-paced shooting action, but never figured out how to destroy the dreadnoughts. The game's story, essentially the solar system is under attack by these enemy dreadnoughts which have been placed around planets, and they are draining them of minerals resources relative to their name, which these dreadnoughts are all named after various minerals. In your Manta class spacefighter, you go to each dreadnought and destroy it. First you have to take out the fleet of fighters defending the dreadnought and neutralise the surface defences before you can land, plant a bomb or whatever, and then fly off as the dreadnought explodes. Anyway, let's get on to breaking down the game.
Gameplay.
You skim the surface of the dreadnoughts, taking out the fighters and gun emplacements or other defences, while avoiding protruding obstacles. You control your speed and you scroll left or right. I suppose sort of defender style, although it doesn't loop round. Once all the defences have been taken out, you can land on the runway, which will trigger the self-destruct sequence. Each level plays out largely the same. Naturally, the difficulty gets higher, with more enemies and more obstacles getting in your way. As well as flying and shooting and managing your speed, you can also flip onto your sides to get through narrow spaces, which will become essential a few levels in. Scrolling is fluid, the action is fast, well, can be depending on how fast you're flying. It can also be extremely difficult and takes a while to learn and to really master the controls to get the hang of it. The game is not at all forgiving. One-hit deaths, homing mines, fast-moving enemies, and narrow passages. It is a very satisfying game to master, if you have the patience for it.
Graphics.
While the game does have a fairly limited colour palette, or at least per level, it varies from level to level, the sprites are large and detailed, and the scrolling, as I mentioned, is extremely smooth. All in all, it makes good use of the limitations of the C64 hardware.
Sound and music.
There isn't much music, with a tune on the title screen, but that's largely it. It's pretty good music, but certainly not among the best of the C64. The sound effects are perfectly functional. They suit the mood, but they're not exactly a standout feature. They do, however, do the job.
Overall opinion.
On its release, Uridium was a hit, receiving really good reviews, and as I mentioned earlier, it is widely regarded as a C64 classic. But it is challenging and quite hard to master, so I understand why people don't take to this game. But if you're willing to persevere with it, you will understand what the reviewers were talking about. The action holds up really well today, the controls are fast and responsive, and while it isn't the deepest experience, nor the most varied, once you start getting good at the game, it becomes genuinely thrilling.
Ranking.
Placing Uridium on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Splatterhouse 2, but below Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, placing it at 92 out of 484 games that I've ranked so far. Anyway, that's everything for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.